Hello everybody, it's Jaybird MN34, Jamie the Axolotl Ambassador, and the Green Tea Queen. Today I have two announcements. First of all, yes, I have not made a video in a long time. And second of all, today is not going to be a ranting video. Today it's going to be actually a theory video that I just popped up and I was like, I need to share this. I'm not going to type this all on Amino. Let's go ahead and share it on YouTube. So, yeah, why not? So this is a theory that's going to get a lot of complaints. Due to the fact that this is a theory that's been told a lot. And this is like the Yungoos origin theory. So, this is kind of different, however. I'm not going by the theory everybody goes, which is like, oh, Yungoos is like a subspecies of Zangoos that happened during like continental breakdowns and stuff like that. It's pretty scientific, but there's no way. Like, Zangoos is so unlike to Yungoos that I wouldn't expect that. You know, like, they're just so indifferent. And besides, they said that Yungoos is transported. Here, let me go get the description of our little Yungoos here. So it's according to either Pokemon Sun or Moon, it says with its sharp fangs, they'll bite anything. It did not originally live in the Alola region, which we already know, but it was imported from another region. That clearly, nothing in that theory clearly states that it was imported, which basically just throws off the whole thing in general. But I have a different theory. And this may sound a little weird. If you do not agree to it, that's perfectly fine. Don't hate on me on it. You can even make a video of what I did wrong, or even give me a comment in the comment section of what I did wrong. It would totally help me out. But this theory has a little bit to do with Pokemon hybrids. And a little bit to do with what Birdkeeper Toby says, that Pokemon can evolve over time. Like, say, Squirtle evolved from, Darwinism version evolved from Lapras. Or even stuff like that. Or even Tortuga. Whole bunch of stuff like that. So my theory is that the original place that Yungoos lived from was Kalos. Now you may be thinking, oh, this is going to be really bad, because come on, everybody knows Kalos. But you may kind of contradict that they came from a Nova, because the hybrids I'm going to be talking about here are native to a Nova, but they're necessarily given through trade, so there's no way they could have naturally came. You may also think that the Pokemon I'm going to list have no similarities anywhere if they mix together to Yungoos. But this is also a theory that Yungoos didn't just, became Yungoos. They probably had a first form, which I'm going to be drawing, which is we're going to call Yungoos for now. Once I explain it, it will all come together. So, don't worry. So, the hybrids, I suppose, that were Yungoos, or let's just say Yungoos, was, first of all, Leone. Now, this is a pretty prime example. Leone does have a big eating habit, like Yungoos. It eats everything it sees, with its sharp teeth, which is true because Leone has sharp teeth. Also has a sleek body with stripes, just like that of Yungoos, except there's stripes on the parts of its eyes. But as we said, hey, Yungoos didn't just come straight away. There were some mishaps along the road. It was also mixed with Bidoof, due to its red nose, as well as its beady little eyes and round ears. And also Leone, Yungoos saw its claws, as well as Leone's pointy tail. Forgot to add that, oops. But, yeah, that might sound a little bit unbelievable. But what's even more unbelievable is I also state that Marvel was in there. Why? It also had beady eyes, and it also had little, circular ears, also, red in it, but also could stand upright. Just like Yungoos' evolution, Gumshoes. And Azumarill, as well as Barbarial, can stand upright. So, that's where it all comes together. But I believe that Yungoos had a first form, Yungoos. Yungoos was a Pokemon that lived in the rivers. And according to most of Kalos' geography, there isn't a lot of rivers. In fact, there's mostly seas. So you may kind of find this hard to believe, but another theory of mine states that Yungoos, over time, that the land, because the land over time losing its rivers due to Zygarde, or some unknown cause, even geographic stuff, and since Zygarde necessarily lives inside of Kalos, we can believe that probably Zygarde had something to do with Yungoos'S evolution, that it evolved to a new type. Now, why did it live in rivers? Well, it's a repetitive gene that both Maril and Bidoof are water types, so of course the first form is going to be water types. But that was shut off as soon as all the rivers were taken away. So Yungoos, yeah, we're going to call him Yungoos, right here, evolved into Yungoos. Now, this may sound far-fetched, if you get the joke. But believe me, Kalos has all the Pokemon that come together. Kalos also geographically does not have any rivers. So we would believe that our little Yungoos here that came from all those Pokemon stated turned into Yungoos. And that probably Kalos gave Yungoos to Alola due to the fact, and because, it's by a bunch of seas, so of course it would meet Alola. It's like in New York, so let's think. If Kalos is based off New York and Alola is based off Hawaii, no wonder they would meet. They probably gave it to Alola due to the fact that Alola has a lot of rat Pokemon, to be honest. But yeah, I wouldn't find it hard to believe. Now, there is some errors in this, to be exact. There is really salt water, so maybe there could be even some saltwater Yungoos. And we could probably think that, hey, maybe even Buizel came from Yungoos. But that would be so off, too, because they don't even have any likeliness. See, this kind of goes the way of Zangoose. There's no way that we got Zangoose from Yungoos. No, they don't even look alike. Not one. Not one bit. And I'm not saying you're dumb if you believe this. I'm saying you're just perfectly fine. It's your belief. And if you don't believe this, that's fine too. Now, not everybody has to believe what everybody has to say. You go by your own opinion. I'm not forcing you into my own opinions. Because sometimes I can be wrong. And as I said, if I did a problem into what this theory is, you could totally be free to tell me in the comment section what I did wrong. Because sure enough, that can help me out. I guess that's the end of the series. Also, I may have gotten the idea wrong for what everybody else says for a theory, but I didn't get it whatsoever because they never told us what the original region was. But now I confirmed it. Yungoos came from Kalos. Yep, Yungoos came from Kalos. And right now I'm drawing my little Yungoos here. If we take a look at Beetle's tail, or maybe Burial's tail, because it probably had a bit of the Burial's tail, who also has a little red nose, so we could expect that it didn't just come from Beetle. I tried my best on the tail. Okay. But yeah, here we have our little Yungoos with little stripes of Leonie and such, and even the eyes of Azumarill. We forgot to fill inside there. In fact, I think it probably would have a little Marvel thing going on. Maybe a little white underbelly. Oh, I'm not feeling like coloring this throughout the whole video. Sorry guys, but it is what it is. Yeah. So anywho, thank you guys for watching. So super duper sorry for not making a video out in a long time. In case you were worried that I stopped, no, I never stopped, my friends. I will never stop. My goodness, my eraser's glitching out. I'm trying to erase the sketch lines. Whatever, we'll do that later. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a good one.